Hi, welcome back to another K-pop binder maintenance video. This is my third one, and it's also going to be back to back from my previous video upload, just because I have so much that I had to do in the previous video that I wanted to split it up. So today we're going to be changing the sleeves in this alt binder. So this has Mark Twan and Yoongi, ot13, 17 like miscellaneous PCs from like sets. I'm going to be rearranging these, and then I'm going to be changing the pages because I'm almost out of Ultra Pro, and I don't want to buy more Ultra Pro because those are okay for like miscellaneous collections, but for like how and for my ults I want to change it back to the Herka, which is like the nice thinner pages. So we're gonna go take all these photo cards out, and then we're gonna be rearranging. So I set up for trading cards for Carrotland. I always like to collect all of them, so I have set that up in a nice way. I'm going to be putting the 17 cards in a better like order and a better format per member instead of putting it like in ot13 setups, because sometimes when there's a set that like ends randomly, like it has to start like another page because there's 12 of them instead of 9, because I don't put out the other members that I collect. So I like the same way that this one is in rows of 3, I'll be moving the tour PCs. So it starts from here, and then of course it goes into like season's greetings. So I didn't buy last year's season's greetings, so I will be just waiting, putting different stuff in the season's greetings, because I don't nowadays I don't buy full sets of 17 season's greetings unless I really like the concept. And so we're just gonna be taking out the tour, like Be the Sun. So I'm gonna put the Be the Sun tour PCs with the other photo cards, like the, what is it called, the DVD digicode. So I have that, and I'll be taking out the season's greetings as well. I think I'll put the season's greetings with membership, since I get a membership every year, but I don't always get the season's greetings. Like, you know how like it's not as, it just continues on, and it's fine if it continues on, because if I always collect 17, then it'll always have multiples of like 3, because I put How in his own binder. But I think like for the purposes of keeping it within this binder, I'm gonna be taking them out so it just looks a little bit better, so I can flip through it more frequently. Okay, I'm not sure if this is the way to go with it, but at least I don't have to like re-sleeve, because if I had to re-sleeve, that'd be even more work. Like when I had to re-sleeve for got7 and for EXO in the last video, I literally was like, it took more time to take all the sleeves off than to sleeve them. So this is all the IDs. Yeah, like I know it won't be as like cohesive on one page, but to me it just looks better if it kind of has like a theme. Like let's say I have like 3 different Carrot Zone, what's it called, Carrotland like DVDs, because I always will buy Carrotland stuff. So I'm also a little bored, so there's no other thing to do but to store my cards again, because I am just off work. So this is Be the Sun. So I don't have the DVD photo cards, but that was not a need, because if I bought the DVD cards, it'd be a perfect 3. But it's fine. No need for more photo cards. What is that, strong? Okay. I love me a good DVD though. I also just bought the follow one, so I'll make room for that. This is what, membership? Yeah, so membership is on one page nicely, because it has the IDs, and then as well as these from last year or this year. But we're due for another kit soon, so that will just go in the binder when it does. Okay, and then this is all of Going 17. I'll leave that. And then Carrotland, I leave those PCs. So that's basically what I have to organize today. I've been wanting to do this for a while, so it's nice to do that now. I would do it So these are memberships. I'll put in membership first. Actually, we can do, yeah, we can do membership and then, okay. So yeah, we'll do membership first because that one is more important to me. We can do the wizard one here, and then we can do the IDs in the middle, and then the most recent. Okay, that looks good. Okay. So some of these are double sleeve just because at the time I wanted to double sleeve them, but I don't have nearly enough now, so we'll just leave that as it is. Okay, that looks good. Oh, this be the sun. Oh my god, what the heck? Watch, it looks a little weird. Okay, I meant the square ones. I was like, okay. Where are the membership? This is membership? No, membership right here. Oh, it was under here. That's why I was like, okay, down here. It was with the others. It's kind of the same concept too, because it's kind of dark. Okay, beautiful. Now we have June, Hoshi, Wanu, June, Hoshi, Wanu. Oh wow, I literally switched it. Alrighty. Okay. Beautiful. We have Woodsy, DK, Minkyu, Woodsy, DK, Minkyu. As I'm filming this is the second day of Carrotland. They have not yet announced a tour. Hopefully by the time you watch this that they have announced a tour. I feel like I waited. We waited long enough. I think they need to come to America now. I think that if my predictions are true, and by the time you see this, that they have announced a tour, that I will be going to so many different tour stops because I'm tired of waiting for 17 to come to America. But at the same time, it's gonna be fun to see what they have in store for the rest of the year for us. I'm really excited. Love Carrot and love Carrots, love the siblings, and also love Carrotland. Like I said, I literally set up for ot13 Carrotland as I always do. People always find me crazy, but it is what it is. So okay, we'll do Be the Sun next, or we can do Carrotland. It doesn't really matter. I think I'll do, yeah, I'll do Carrotland at the end. So we'll do like season's greetings stuff. So I think, so this is Carrotland, Be the Sun. So Be the Sun has 2, Carrotland has 2, Carrotland has these 2 sets, and then Be the Sun has 2 sets, and then season's greetings. So I think I'll put season's greeting, this season's greeting on the same page as Be the Sun. So we'll do Be the Sun first. Central. Is it better to put it like by row this way, or is it better to put it the other way? You know how like they put like, it'd be like June, 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 and then it'd go that way? Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay. Where's, let's go here. Right, because the backs are all different anyways here. Okay, it kind of fits. I didn't buy last year's season's greetings because it was just a very plain concept. So I just bought house cards. Okay, it looks good. Maybe this year, if they have more, I will get it. But I tend to like gravitate towards groups that I have stayed for a little bit longer. So if got7 ever did one, then I would do that. But I got EXO's last year, and then in the new year I might get another girl group's season's greetings. Okay, June, Hoshi, Wanu. I would say I can't believe that they performed Fast Pace. I feel like I haven't heard that song in so long. And what else did they perform? They did Drift Away. Oh my god, that is quite literally insane. They'd be singing old songs. And then we saw that Minghao did, he danced to Maniac by VVs, which is funny in itself. Hopefully today, S-Scoop's team loses so that he gets to dance to Smart, which we're all waiting for as carrots. So that is gonna be a fun thing. I just love 17. I know I haven't really been on my 17 era recently because of other groups, but you know, I always come back, don't worry. I just need you know, them to do some things, and also I have my rest too. And also it's fun to collect new groups, so. Okay, and who's Mingyu? Also, if you're new to this, if you're new to my channel, I put DK before Mingyu because he's older. Because I take out How, and How always ruins the order. Because he's like 8th, right? But he's not actually 8th in line. When you think about it, he's like Mangne line. Like, he is considered Mangne line. But of course, like, he's in the middle, kind of, so. You know, this looked like Mingyu at first. I was confused. Okay. Boo. God. I also really I want to see Ready to Love live because I want to hear Boo's ad-libs. It was kind of funny to me that back when I was a carrot and Ready to Love came out, like nobody was listening to that song because they hated it, but now they're all like trying to get it to be on the set list, and I was like, that's what y'all get for hating. Like, if y'all really knew the impact that Ready to Love would have. Okay, I'm just yapping now, but this is what I envision the setup to look like. Okay, it looks good. And then now we're gonna do Carrot Land. We'll do this Carrot Land first. So like I said, collect everything of Carrot Land. I will probably put the Follow Tour CD on here too, but if there's another Carrot Land, then I'll move it. What am I doing? But I guess in general, like the most recent Caroline, which is happening this weekend or this week, like this, their DVD would be here, but it's not gonna come out for another like year, right? So maybe a few months, but no rush on that. I think once in a while, to keep my binders kind of interesting and like fun and fresh, I like have to reorganize them like this. Because like you can literally reorganize your cards in so many different ways and it'll feel like a new binder. That way you don't have to buy more photo cards, you know? That's like photo card math. Like if it's new to you, then it's new to you, even if you've had these cards for years. Like I've had some of these sets for so long, but when you get to change up your layout or your sleeves or the quality, like it feels good. Okay, bring back Woodzie colored hair. I mean, he has a good length hair right now, but I want to see him do something else. I love the black hair, I love the blonde hair, but I want to see something new. I always want to see something new with Woodzie. Okay, Mingyu. Oh, and Mingyu Fang. Oh, no fucking way. If Mingyu ever gets rid of his fangs, you'll be hearing from my lawyers, okay? Because no more 17 veneers, okay? After How I Knew was over. Oh, I guess I need another page. Okay, I'll just take it from the front. Yeah, I'm like fully ready to collect Carrotland, so there's that. Beautiful. Oh, and they also did like they unit switch. So we all saw hip hop unit do spell. I think that was one of my favorite switch ups this year. I love spell, Yogi Ocean View. But Vernon doing the iconic center move, I think we all need to see that. So if you haven't seen that, go look it up. If you're not a fan of 17, then you're missing out. But also, if you'd like to watch that, go ahead. You have my permission. But Vernon slayed that. Vernon always has really good stage presence, so miss him. Hopefully we see him this year again. So we're just going to do a quick flip through of what I did today, just to make my binder feel new and fresh, even if I said I wanted to exchange these pages. Yeah. Okay, so we have this row has, these two rows have a membership kit of 2022 probably, and this is 2023. Okay, and again, looks good, love that. And then this one is Be the Sun digicode and Be the Sun like gift from like the little online digicode from Houston for the Americas streaming. And we have 2023 seasons readings. And here we have Carrotland. So Carrotland 1, Carrotland 2, or rather 2021 and 2022 and 2023. So this is 2022 and this is 2023. Cute. This is meant for Follow Soul, but if not Follow Soul, then I'll put Carrotland 2024, which is this year's Carrotland. Okay, that's the setup. I know like right now we just have like this empty row, but it'll be filled soon. And then this is just all my Carrotland stuff. Once I start collecting for ot13 Carrotland 2024, which is the trading cards this year, I'll move them to the back, but for now, for simplicity, when I put in cards, I'll just put them in the front here so that we don't have to flip through the whole binder. But yeah, that is what we have arranged here. For this binder, I'm literally going to be changing up all those pages just so that I can have more Ultra Pro for the future 17 collection, since that is the collection that grows the most with more cards. So I will be taking them out, speed running through this. Hopefully they're in order, and then we'll also take out BTS. So since this binder, I'm trying to like thin it out, and those new pages will flatten these cards, and they don't get bended because these are Ultra Pro. But yeah. Okay, I'm gonna be storing the cards away right now. Ignore the ring light that's like right here, because I don't put cards double-sided or whatever. What is it called? So We have this big chunk of Mark Twain, completed his collection. Some of it is in the other binder with the ot7 sets. But yeah, we're just gonna be putting them in. We'll see how it goes, but I have Mark in Dragon Shield, so they should be secure, and it should be not crazy in these sleeves, because then these sleeves are very, what is it called? They're very, they should be very flat. Okay. And some of these cards I haven't moved in like years. This Mark's my first ever collection. I collected Minghao Mark and Baekhyun at the same time, but I completed Mark first because he's my first alt, and then I completed Hao after. This is a regular, yeah. So since these are kind of new, they're kind of sticky, but they'll stay, I guess, forever. So if you recognize these sleeves, these are the ones I use for Minghao. Yeah. Beautiful. Much flatter, I would say. I've been seeing people talk about Dragon Shields and how they kind of make your photo cards a little blue. I think it doesn't bother me as much, but for sure there's a lot of brands on the market right now that have really crystal clear sleeves. So what's happening here? As you can see, this pocket in this corner is giving me a little trouble, but it's okay. These are newer Herka sleeves, so they're not as, they probably are a little different than, oh, what is this? They're a little different than my original Herka sleeves. So I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but we have it regardless. I feel like I should white sleeve this one too, so I'll do that right now. Because Mark has a sleeve, so I'll put the group card there too. I have so much planned to upload before I go on my break, but I just have to wait for the cards that are on the way, because there's nothing to upload really for July for like a haul or like trades, because I didn't really trade or buy anything this month since I was on a pretty strict buying hiatus. Obviously I bought in HYBE albums because that was in June that I pre-ordered that, so it counts, but it doesn't count, I meant. So that's the only thing really that I have really to add, but everything else, like, I haven't really bought anything. And then of course you'll see that I have bought stuff from Nyokyo or Mercari Japan, so that won't come for a while because it has to go to my friends first. But that was kind of stuff I bought like last month, but I have been pumping out all these videos every single week. It's kind of fun. I also haven't been working as much, so that's why I have more free time to do so. And just more exciting things for collections to make them up to my standard. But this is a good spread up here. Already it's very thin, so much thinner. And I just don't, because my cards here are a little older. They're much older than my other collections. These cards are harder to find, so I wouldn't want them to be bent. But over time, I keep these collections for a long time, so they deserve all the upgrades. I remember when I first started collecting Mark, You know those penny sleeves that people like use for like trades and sales, where they're not like a hard material and they're so flimsy, right? But I literally used to like regularly sleeve my cards in those and just put them right into the binder. Because at the time, I was a beginning trader, and trading Instagram was not as big as it was back then. So we all used the same supplies, like all the Ultra Pros. And then over time, it kind of evolved in the past 2-3 years, where everybody has like very premium, high quality, because there are more brands that like stepped up and made different stuff. So I know like a lot of big brands nowadays are like sponsoring different YouTubers, which is amazing to see that, you know, there's like a market in there, and also like that our community can also have resources to find out what we use, because there's so many of us that collect and trade now. As you know, if Target has its own section of K-pop albums, I would say that we're pretty far from where we used to be. I remember when I had to buy albums from like Choice, like back then when I used Choice. I didn't live far from LA, but we still had to order everything just because I'm not gonna go pick it up in store. But I remember like media mail wasn't like huge then, so all of our all of our like third-party stores like K-Place, Choice, Music Town, Music Plaza, they would like ship it like ground advantage, or at the time it was called first class, and it was like mad expensive. I remember I bought got7 You Calling My Name. Like I bought a full set of You Calling My Name for pre-order with like, there was like no POBs. It was like a crazy time. This is only like what, like 2019, so it's not even like that far away. But yeah, like back then, like we would just buy them straight from the store, no pobs. There's no such thing as Weaver's shop. We still had SM Town, but we didn't buy things from SM because of course that shipped from Korea, and then K-Town for you was kind of a big deal, but like of course if you didn't know about that, you just buy it from your K-pop store. So that was a crazy time, because that was not that long ago. It was probably like what, like 5 years ago. But nowadays you can just go to your local Target. There's a Target exclusive, and you don't have to really go and go to a K-pop store if you don't live near one, right? Like if you lived in the middle of the country, which a lot of people do, or in the middle of they don't live in a town, then they can't find a K-pop store, then they have to order it eventually. But beautiful. One of my favorite sets here. Okay. I don't collect like hard cards like I do for 17 for Mark, but there's definitely a lot of POBs that I really want of Mark's over the years, because they had like Taiwan cards, they have Thailand cards, concert benefits of course, but like the market for got7 is all in Europe or in Asia. So like I would really have to buy from like a Malaysian seller or a Philippine seller, and I just don't have like a connect that can get me those things, or even mainly a Thai seller. So everybody is a fan of got7 in Thailand, so that is why they get the cards first. Because there's a photo card with Mark and his dog with Milo as like a concert benefit. Like why did he not do cards in America? Like I would have ate that shit up. So anyways, this is going well. I love these sleeves. I'm glad that Mark can use these now, because I don't think Minghao will have so many cards that I need to add per comeback. They'll probably slow down eventually once 17 starts enlisting. But right now, I would say that they have like one more comeback in them for ot13. And then perhaps like other things like ot13 sets. But that goes in the other binder anyway. So my Minghao binder doesn't grow as much anymore, since I have collected everything perhaps that I wanted. And I don't really desire Japanese cards as much, because those are hard to find, and it's okay not to collect another facet of 17 right now. So these are arranged differently. It's fine than my original setup. I think I switched it up. It's fine. Like I said, sometimes you just gotta switch up your layout so you start liking it better. Okay, slay. Okay, and then then we have Jackson here. Jackson is definitely gonna go on tour again sometime soon, but he has to come out with new music first. I'm excited for him and his journey. I love always a good Jackson album, and his music lasts me like years. I still listen to all of his. I still listen to well, Magic Man is his most recent, but I really still listen to Mirrors. Like that was an album. Lost and Found is still a good album. I mean, that was like, if you're a real Jackson fan, you know what Lost and Found is. So okay. Beautiful. And then we have, oh, these are the Mark POBs. I saw that Yugyeom is going on tour, and I hope that when I'm in Asia, he's in Asia, but I don't know if they'll do like last minute announcement like that, because I'm going in September, and I'm not sure if he's gonna be like in Taiwan or Hong Kong the same time I will be with my friends. So we will see. But I can't go to Waterbomb in LA, so I'm hoping they either come to the south, like in Miami or something like they said, or they just, I'm not trying to say it to have a bad lineup, because I don't want other people to experience a good Waterbomb lineup, but I just can't go this year to LA, so I want them to save that lineup, like a good lineup for when I am able to go, you know what I'm saying? So that's all marked on. But Waterbomb finally announced official dates. It's going to be the end of September, so that's going to be a fun thing to do and see who comes to America that way. It's kind of like, it's like a good thing in a way that Waterbomb's happening and then Head in the Clouds isn't. No shade to Head in the Clouds, but I've been to most of them since they started, and they started really rocky. So I think the fact that they weren't able to be kind of sustained as like a Coachella, it's kind of its own, like everything has its own era, and I think just like they were kind of smart to not host it this year, because I feel like if they did in LA this year, it wouldn't do as well, because even Coachella didn't sell well. I just think people are tired of tickets being really expensive, and also just in general, like we're all broke. Everything's at an all-time high. I think people are just like prioritizing what they want to see. For me this year, I'm definitely prioritizing 17. My favorite American artists also have announced tours this year, but I just, like, they also went on tour the same year that 17 went on tour, so I definitely think it's just like the era where everybody goes on tour like every 2 years. So if 17 are coming to America, and I will prioritize seeing them over my other American artists, because I know my other American artists will always be performing when they're older, like they're not gonna like be gone, you know. So but 17, I feel like, if you want to see ot13, especially in America, we gotta go now before they do more activities, right? Like obviously we know that BTS haven't been shy. They have released already 2 albums each within their enlistment, so I feel like we will never be tired of new content. Okay, I need more sleeves for this purple. I just gotta double sleeve these. But yeah, like if ARMY are not, like, if they're still being well fed and their members are in the military, like no contact type military, like they don't even get to like chat to fans like how JB is like going on lives, you know. So I feel like it'll be a fine time. Yeah, it'll be a fine time that like we'll be okay. They'll definitely release a lot. I know TTT are coming out. I know not all members are going of 17, so I mean, my member doesn't have to go. Minghao does not have to go. So, because he's Chinese, so he doesn't have to. But I also think he can promote more in China. Well, he has been the past year. Oh my god. If you think I'm like a pretty thorough collector of Minghao, I beg to differ, because there are some cards, like promotional cards, like his like products, that I don't collect at all, because I don't need like a milk card of his. But my friends or my mutuals, like they definitely need those, so they have claimed them. I don't know if these sleeves are PVC free. I guess we'll see in a few years, but I don't think it doesn't matter to me that much if these get damaged, because they're just Polaroids, like fake pop-out Polaroids. Okay, JK. Okay, so yeah, I will not lie, I do miss BTS as a whole recently. I love to watch their content, so when they are gone, it's like a little like crickets. And it's also fun to like catch up with my friends who do like BTS. Like they will always send me stuff when they're active. But right now I guess we're all on our like TXT and era, so no big deal. But I don't know how long this video will be, but I've just been yapping. It's like a kind of like a storing card video, but it's a restoring card video. I used to do this a long time ago, and it wasn't as popular. These videos weren't as popular back then. But nowadays, people just like, it's like people just watch whatever. So I'm glad that content that I made a long time ago is trendy now, but it's just funny. Oh, and also, like, thank you for 400 subscribers. I am so blessed that after all these years of making YouTube videos, like, I literally started making these YouTube videos in my college dorm, and now I am living at home. So that's what you call growth. Well, I also lived at home for a little bit, but I moved to a different house. So that, like, a whole different, like, time zone and everything. So the setup is definitely better now than it was back then, because I had more room and more money now. But yeah, thanks for subscribing, watching these videos. I have tried my best the past few months to upload pretty frequently, just because I know that maybe in the future I won't be doing this as often, because I will have another job, so, or going back to school. We'll see. I'll decide that for another time, but for now I'm going to be traveling for a month and a half, 2 months, so that's why you'll see kind of a drought, maybe a little bit after this video. I might upload one more storing card video, but there's no promises. But I don't think you'll see my full collection video until like mid-September, end of September. So just that way I don't have to upload as soon as like December for the end of the year video. But yeah, that is basically my plan for this channel. I have been slowing down on joining goes and hosting for them, because nowadays if you collect, trade, or sell, you know how much scammy behavior there is. It really did not used to be like that. I think because the culture back then was basically like we help each other, but nowadays because of goes and because of POBs, it's been very or pre-order benefits, it's been very competitive. I feel collecting different groups, like, of course, like, you gotta get all your claims, and of course companies know that, so that's why they'll take advantage of the fact that, like, you have to buy more to secure certain members, which is fine, because if you collect everything like how I collected everything for Mayhow. But I think over time, like, we grow up, we spend our money differently, and you also just don't want to deal with the idea that maybe somebody you join with isn't credible or trustworthy, because everybody can, like, it doesn't even matter if you've hosted a lot and suddenly, like, you know, like, you drop off the face of the earth. Like, I'm not talking about anybody in particular, but I definitely have moments when I hosted things that I'm like I am like so tired right now, or I could not do this right now. Like, sometimes when you have burnout fatigue, or they have burnout and fatigue from just like packing and like communicating with people who don't listen or like don't follow your rules. Like, I know that sounds like it goes both ways, right? Like, you should have a good group order manager that like handles things well, knows their limits, which I know my limits, so I don't host for as many things. But there have been a lot of like group order managers that I've seen that they host for so much because of course they like to help people. At the end of the day, we're helping people, but then they come around and they, like, something happens and then they get a little discouraged from doing what they're supposed to do, right? Like, of course, again, we have all different lives outside of this hobby, but I think if you have a responsibility within reach and you have people have given you money, they've trusted you to, you know, they've trusted you with their money, I think you should fulfill that responsibility, right? That's all there is to it. There's nothing related to what goes on behind your life, because we're not asking, like, we're understanding to the point, but also at the same time, like, you know, you shouldn't be hosting if you don't financially can, if you can't cover a situation where somebody scams you. Like, that's, in a way, it's on you, right? Because this is a hobby that we all choose to do this. It's not required, right? So anyways, enough of that rant. I'm just saying that I've seen a lot of group order managers like go big or go home, and then they end up having to go home because literally cannot fulfill a simple thing as buying cards, right? Like, we're literally here just because we want to have a better way to find these cards for cheaper. But if it ends up being that we just have to buy it ourselves, there's no point in joining group orders, right? So I don't know, you can disagree with me. I just have an opinion because I have been a GOM for over like 2 years now. I know my friends have been hosting for years. They've dealt with a lot of BS, so in no way am I bashing on people who are trying to become group order managers. I'm just saying it takes more. It takes a lot. So if you don't have money for it, don't do it. Oh my god, Yoongi's so cute. Okay, I literally have to set up for Yoongi D-Day, the original, like the tour DVD. He gave us so many photo cards. I am in shock. He always surprises us, bro. Like, the fact that he never posts on Weverse when he was still a civilian. But the fact that he gave us over 30 photo cards to store and to like just selfies. I'm like, God bless you. Miss him every day though. I think he's somebody I always like randomly like miss. Like we're besties, you know? Anyways. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, now we have V and JK, and that's the last of it. Amazing. Okay. Sorry, that rant like low-key took me out. I don't know, y'all. It's just, it's not fun when like there's people who ruin the hobby for you. I would say before this year, there was like, it was very rare for me to get scammed. I feel like I'm actively like joining things that I know people are hosting for, but there's like the off chance that I join for something like a new group hosted and they like have a group order manager that has a claim that I want. So I would join with them and then they end up like ghosting everybody. I'm like, no matter how many proof, y'all, no matter how many proof, as a group order manager, you're supposed to show proof that you ordered the item and we're not just gonna take your word for it. Even if you're working so hard as a group order manager, it's like at the end of the day, like if you were to go to a store and you buy something and then you want to buy something and you like don't have money, right? Like you have bad credit, you have no money, they're not gonna sell it to you, right? So in what world am I gonna ever do an IOU like that? Like even if other people are like, oh, I promise you I can pay back. I'm like, money's money, y'all. We all work hard. We all work hard so that we can have this lifestyle of collecting cards. So I feel like if you can't pay for something right away, like don't join. You can always find it later, but don't join and make your group order manager have a hard time chasing you down. Like that's literally the principle of it. Like I said, you can disagree with me, but I'm just saying, imagine you have to chase somebody for money. Like that is probably your worst nightmare, because then somebody either owes you money for something you gave them, or that somebody just owes you money that you now have spent, and now what can you do with it, right? So oh, V has a little like photo exhibition thing soon. My friend wants to go to that, so we might go to that. We might go to the Grammy Museum for HYBE. We'll see. We just love, just love LA, right? Just kidding. How did I set this up? I don't know. I know V caught some strays the other day with his little post on Instagram, but oh well. I'm not condoning his. I'm not for his for what he posted, but like I really don't know this man. Like if I didn't see the post, I don't think I would have known that he posted any of that McDonald's stuff. So like I said, not my business. So okay, JK. I'm missing one JK Weverse card. It's kind of sad actually, because I've never seen that card for sale. You would think the Weverse versions would be cheaper because it's a cheaper album, but I literally have not pulled it. I only bought one copy though. I only like to buy Weverse versions. But his album cards though went crazy. Like everybody was selling them for like $2. I was like, that's how it is. That's how you know when Pob's like make album cards cheaper. So in a way, that's probably why I started collecting Sunghoon, because I knew that like if hella people bought and HYBE albums and like at their debut, then of course they're gonna circulate. However, this new era, Sunghoon really stepped up his PC game, his photo card game, and now everybody's fighting for that one Sunghoon photo card. I'll insert a photo right here. It's literally so iconic. I cannot believe he did that. Now he's making my life hard, but it's gonna be fun because it's like the chase once I find it, right? Who knows, maybe next time I'll be collecting so fast that we'll see. Okay, these 3 pages are probably for when I put in D-Day stuff, so I will put that in right now. Oh. Love Yoongi, miss Yoongi, but I will put it after here. This binder already is so much thinner than it was before, and I had some time to do this myself. So, what page are we to end on? We're gonna end on this first page. Okay, wow, it's so much thinner than it was before. It was literally like up to here, y'all. Okay, anyways, thanks for watching this video. I don't know how long this will be. Thank you for listening to me yap about whatever while I store my old collection cards. I think moving forward, I will only put Mark, Yoongi, Minghao, because they have A4 binders in these Herka pages that if you want the link, I'll put it down below. But these pages are very much used by other YouTubers. I really don't want to move Baekhyun into an A4 binder because I have so many of his cards too, because I just moved him to an A5 binder. But because that Meow Cafe binder is getting so full because I have so many Baekhyun cards, I don't know if it'll last another solo comeback of his, but we'll see because he has pops as well, you know. Chen had so many, so I expect Baekhyun to have a lot too. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and commenting. I think I always love to have a conversation with you all in the chat. So thanks, bye.